y'all, it's Denise, and I'm in my studio on Saturday morning getting ready to upload a YouTube video. And first, I want to answer a question. I've had several people, more than several, get in touch with me and say, hey, what the heck, where are you're not posting any videos lately. We miss you. What's up with that? So I'm giving you an explanation. If you're a working artist out there, you know everything that's involved with that. If you're a one-man show, there is not only YouTube videos, there's my newsletter, my website, keeping that current. I'm involved with a couple of different studios and all the workings that go on with that and the events with that. Teaching, oh my gosh, a whole bunch of stuff. Marketing, I'm my marketer. Inventory, pricing, all the business things of running an art studio. It can be overwhelming. And then I'm not doing my art. What the heck? So I'm kind of reeling it in and backpedaling a little bit on all the things that I've taken on over the last several years because I want to get back to my art. I like art. I love doing art. That's why I got into this in the first place. It's just who I am. So I'm going back to that, and I've kind of cherry-picked the things I want to do. My newsletter, I enjoy doing that. I find it very creative. And my YouTube videos, very fun. But what it's going to be is not a big production. They're not choreographed. It's just me working on my art table or my easel and setting up the camera while I'm working and talking or not. But just to kind of share some techniques that I'm using, how I do my art, and anything new that might come along, I'm so happy to share it. I love showing, it's the teacher in me. I love showing people how to do things. So if you're into that, stick around, thumbs up, and subscribe if this is the first time you're around, or if you keep forgetting to hit that subscribe button. Do it now before we get started, and then it's taken care of. And I hope that you will enjoy the things that I'm sharing with you. And as always, I love comments. I love comments and questions. So happy to keep up with that and answer your questions and comments. Love it. And with that being said, I'm going to work on this piece today, and I'm just talking about the composition. And I might not explain it a lot in the video because, as I said, it's just a camera on my work table. So let's get to it, and I'll see you there. Okay, I think I'm gonna play with just a touch of raw umber to brown this up a little bit and take a little of the pink away. Again, it's filling in, you know, catching on all the nooks and crannies. And let me get some water on that. And taking a little bit of the pink away. And I can actually take this, run it on the sides as well. Okay. Again, I want to keep some white area because I do like that negative space. And I can always come back and play with this again, color-wise, when I get it finished. I might want to come in and add some washes. So this is where I'm going to start. And this video is just about composition. I have pieces that I pulled aside. I was going with the pink colors that were happening here that I want to keep a little bright. And nature. So with that, I have a piece of fabric here that I stitched. And I like that, and it kind of plays with that color. I want to start with my big pieces first. Like this is pretty cool. And how do I want to lay that? Don't want to cover up my stitching, but I do like things to overlap. Don't want this to be right in the middle, because I think what I'm going to do with that little window is have this butterfly coming in. I still keep that, and I keep this little tie-in over here. I like how that's happening. And I like this flower too. But I don't need to have that big giant flower, so maybe I can just have a piece of that coming through. What else did I have? Oh, I know what I wanted to find. One of my book pages, which I have so many, at least pieces of them that will continue, you know, make sense with the pieces that are happening on the side. Let's see what these say. Oh, this is lovely. This has music on it. I like to check and see what the heck I'm putting on here. And I like that little bit of music. I usually don't put music, you know, pages of music in because I feel like it's kind of been done. I just noticed there's some print on this, some writing, so I want to keep that. This is feeling like it might be a little bit too much in the middle. But that being said, I really don't mind. I'm really not minding that in the middle. Let's keep that there. This is kind of fun. That red text. I love text. Love, love, love text. Let's see what else I've got. I've also got this that was something I had created on a book cover a while back, and it was playing with masking tape, laying masking tape down in different textures and then painting and glazing over them. And you can see maybe there's a little bird in here which would play in. This says Indian Pink. I really like that. But what is more important? That or that? What makes a stronger composition? I like the colors with this and how it plays with that piece of jelly print paper. But is it just another thing to add? Does it take away from the whole thing? Should it be this instead of the bird, the butterfly? I think I'm going to go with the butterfly. Now, the best thing to do in this case is take a picture. For some crazy reason, things just show up differently in a photograph than they do in real life, in real time. But I do feel like this is a stronger composition because the rest of the pieces that I'm going to put in really are not as strong as these. So let's see where I'm going. I love that number 28. And because it's neutral, it just blends in. I like how that works. I like this card, this playing card. Do we want to make it the 3 of hearts? Or does it look better? I love this color. I could always do this and keep both of them. I'm not sure on that one. Definitely I'm sure that I want this piece of corrugated cardboard, and maybe that could be right here. And I'm putting it here because this line's a little too straight, and it just still gives me, because of the lines in the cardboard, still gives me the height that I want, because I like that this reads going up and down. Again, back to my newsprint. Now this is pretty neutral, is what I'm trying to say, is the words I'm trying to find. And maybe I don't need it. Could be that I don't. I love a touch of black. I think a touch of black is important. Whether it's going to go there or not, I'm not sure. I have this great little phrase. How does one become a butterfly? She asked. You must want to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. I really, really like that. But I don't necessarily want it this way. I may make my own and write it out on a piece of canvas and add that in. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll use this for the placeholder right now. For it, and here's something I ripped out of a letter and a batch of handwritten letters that I got, and it says, "It was the first time." I'm going to put that right there. I love things overlapping to integrate everything in together. What else do I have that I like? I do have a lot of just pieces of board. You know, when I trim things, I save all my pieces. Whoops. Pieces of board, these are hard boards. Illustration board. And I like this. I like the line. I also like the back side of it where I had made notes on a faux finish board, a sample board I was doing, and I kind of like the back side, but I really like the front side. It works better with this piece, I think. I'm thinking. I don't really want to lose that. And I don't really know that I need this. So this is kind of how it goes. I have a piece here with a piece of burlap with plaster on it. But I think between that and that and that, I'm getting, and this paper, it's getting a little too maybe neutral. That seems to work a little bit better. Now, do I want to put something down here? I feel like I need something just to pull your eye down here. And maybe, I also don't want to cover up this beautiful texture. Maybe this would have been very nice down here. And maybe this works better up here. That kind of throws it off. Okay. I think I'm liking this. It's pretty simple. I'm going to make my piece of canvas that has the little quote I read to you. If I can find that, here it is. I'm going to handwrite that out on a piece of canvas with acrylic ink, and I'll show you how I do that. And then I'll kind of sit with this. I'll let it sit, you know, because I'm working on a couple pieces, so I can afford the time to let this sit and see, you know, how I feel about it later today. I'll get this piece made and add that in, and yeah, that'd be kind of, that's the way I'm going to do it. So I okay, here's a little quickie tutorial on this, and it's so simple you probably already know it, but I just take this is acrylic ink, Liquitex acrylic, and this is burnt umber because that's a color I use a lot. And maybe I do like circles, so I can just do these little circles and have them whenever I want them. I can do just a little irregular that. I actually have another couple colors I was thinking of using in this piece. This one is muted pink. Let's see what that does. Oh, I like that. Now I'm just kind of dragging it back through to make a little double. But then I'll set these aside, let them dry, and as you saw in one of my other pieces, I just have them at the ready to use whenever I want. Maybe I might even want to create, hey, nothing to lose by experimenting. It's just a piece of paper. Oh look, I created a pair of little spectacles there. Oh, that's fun. I might want to keep that. Anyway, that's fun. So I'll set that aside.